Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. This is one of those videos that I just want to get it out as soon as I can because I want all you guys to get this information. When I saw this stuff, I literally was on the edge of my seat. We're talking about some huge news here. So before we start, make sure to like this video and comment down below. It really helps the video grow, and I really want a lot of people to see this. I'll be posting it on Reddit. You can share it on Reddit yourself. It really would help the video out. I'm also doing a 45,000 subscriber giveaway right now. The entry video is still open. I posted it last night. So you better be subscribed and go enter for a chance to get some free silver shipped straight to your front doorstep. Also, I made a clothing line for silver stackers. As you can see, AG47 apparel. It's honestly some good stuff, folks. I designed this all myself. We have the "Dollar is Worthless" shirt, and then on the bottom it says "So Buy Silver," and on the back it says 39 Spine. We have the "Got Silver" shirt, kind of like the "Got Milk," but on the back it says "Cause I Do." We have lots of different colorways. We have the Greedy clothing line, the Greedy line, you know, where it's just the dollar collapsing on the back. It says "Priceless" with the barcode. Lots of different clean stuff. Slayersmerch.com if you want to get anything. Stacking silver with style. So the link to this article will be in the description. And there's actually another article talking about how U.S. Mint gold and silver coin sales climb in the first quarter of 2021, and actually how insane the demand is for silver right now. And not only just silver from the industrial sector with the 5G towers and the electric vehicles and the solar panels and the lithium ion batteries and so on and so forth, but investors like you and I. What I was talking about, everyone's going to want a slice of the silver pie. That rhymed. But the point is that what we were talking about is happening. And this article just confirms it a little further. But then we even have some more information kind of showing the context, because numbers don't lie. Ladies and gentlemen, you could speculate, you could theorize all you want, but numbers do not lie. So let's jump into this video. The silver price could be about to start a multi-year bull run, and here's why. And it would only make sense. It would only make sense right now. If you look at what happened from 2008 to 2011, the same situation is happening, except this situation is much more severe. So if that led silver to $50 back then, imagine what it could lead to today. Silver price has struggled to clear the $30 mark in 2021. That could be about to change as the silver to USD. Silver may be finally ready to slide through the commodity super cycle. We're talking about the commodity super cycle. Copper broke through new record highs. Palladium broke through new record highs. Iron ore broke through new record highs. Industrial metals are all shooting through the roof. You know what else is an industrial metal? Silver. A perfect storm may be heading for silver. That's what I always say. Stars have aligned. The perfect storm is here. A confluence of bullish developments could trigger the next bull run. Fed balance sheet expansion. The Federal Reserve is on track to increase its balance sheet to $9 trillion over the next 18 months. This is evident in the growing amount of available money in the system, the M1 money supply. Increasing demand. The use of silver in flexible electronics alone is set to increase by 48 million ounces over the next 8 years. Solar and automotive industries will also require an increasingly high amount of silver over the next coming years. They're talking about every automobile company is going to be electric vehicle from, I think, starting in like 2030. Electric vehicles, you know what the main component is? Silver. Multi-year chart breakout. The monthly chart is building for a breakout above $30 for the first time since 2013. And let me tell you this, folks. If silver breaks above $30, or when it does, the sky's the limit. That is a huge resistance level. And once it breaks past that, everyone, their mom, their dad, their cat, their dog, their neighbor, everyone is going to be trying to get their hands on silver. The great financial crisis, was triggered by an over leverage in the mortgage-backed securities market and clearly different from the current situation. However, the tools employed to recharge the economy are the same: lowering interest rates, huge monetary and fiscal stimulus, and infrastructure spending packages. Except back then, it was billion-dollar stimulus. Now we have trillions upon trillions of dollars getting thrown out. Only this time around, central banks have turned the money printers to 11. It is estimated that 35% of all dollars in existence were printed in a 10-month period during 2020. That is insane to think about. If we look at the long-term silver price chart, we can see that it took some time before this filtered through the price. And in fact, silver price didn't break higher until 2010. See, it took about 2 years for it to really start to set in. And that's what I'm talking about. Yes, it started last March when silver was $11, but it still hasn't really begun yet. You know, it still hasn't started yet, but it is soon. When the price eventually broke through that $20 resistance, it embarked on a 6-month rally, adding 60% to the price. Silver eventually topped out at just under $50 an ounce. Of course, there is no guarantee that this will repeat, but it looks like it would, but only to a more extreme extent. If you want to talk about crazy silver prices, we're living in crazy times. However, the current backdrop appears to be much more supportive for the silver price. The current silver price is around $27.93. As yet, the $30 resistance level is still capping the price. Therefore, the best course of action is to monitor the price action over the next week. And I'll be keeping you guys updated. I post daily videos, folks. You got to be updated. I'll always give you the most relevant information. This is one of those videos that if you're not subscribed and you miss this information, you know, that's a terrible thing, because this stuff is very important to know. As this long-term prediction, my reference would be to wait for a confirmed breakout on the weekly time frame. This may not be necessarily happening over the next week or even this month, but the chances of it happening at some stage are improving all the time. So here's the 1-month price chart. You could see $50, 2011. You know, a lot happened. And then we see this $11 March 2020. And this is when the Fed crisis, recession / depression, $1 trillion stimulus. It looks almost identical to 2008. Credit slat, you know, it went down to $9 silver, up to $50, $11 silver, up to who knows where. But back then, what happened back then is nowhere near the the same severity as what's happening now. Looks almost identical. So M1 money supply. Look at this. This is sickening to even look at. You know, you can't make this stuff up. Numbers do not lie. They do not lie. You can't hide the truth. You can try to speculate and say, oh, well, silver is, but that's all speculation, folks. We don't speculate. We look at numbers. Investors look at strategic information, and we base that off of what's happened and what's happening, what's going to happen, right? The odds are in our favor. Gamblers throw money, hope it sticks, with the odds extremely not in their favor. So the U.S. Mint gold and silver coin sales climb in the first quarter of 2021. These numbers are crazy, by the way. So experts at Asset Market Services point to economic factors and historic coin revisions as driving interest in classic American Eagle coins today. So it's interesting to look at American Eagle mintage numbers, because it used to be like 40 million per year. And this is talking about with kookaburras 300, 500,000, pandas around 8 million, American Eagles tens and tens of million. But over the last couple of years, their numbers have been getting cut back dramatically. I think 2020, the mintage of American Eagles was only like 14 million, which is insane. That's almost as low as pandas. And with American Eagles, the most popular world coin, and with everything that's happening nowadays, you could see why the U.S. Mint ran out of American Eagles. You could see why they had to make an emergency 1 million mintage at the end of the year last year. So after sales of the United States Mint's 1-ounce gold and silver American Eagle bullion series doubled from 2019 to 2020, the popular series experienced surging sales in the first quarter of 2021, and rightfully so. Experts at Asset Marketing Services point to both economic concerns and historic changes of the coins as contributing factors. Recent volatility in the markets have motivated many to turn to gold and silver coins to hold their investments. Bullion coins are an easy way for new investors to diversify their holdings and add small quantities of precious metals into their investment portfolio, which is perfectly explained, right? New stackers, just buy Eagles. Just keep buying Eagles. And this is interesting because you can see, and this is another point they make, is now 2021 American Eagles, the obverse is going to look a little different. So recent volatility in the markets has motivated many to turn to gold and silver to hold their investments. And you know, everyone's going to be doing that, especially once the price starts to rise and people start fearing banks and governments. Asset marketing services, founded in 1984, is one of the world's largest marketing, blah, blah. We don't really care about that. So sales of the 1-ounce American Eagle gold leaped from 108,000 2019 to 745,000 in 2020, with more than 400,000 purchased in the first 4 months of 2021. That is insanity. 1-ounce silver Eagles saw similar success, going from under 15 million sold in 2019 to more than 30 million sold in 2020 and over 13 million sold in the first quarter of 2020. So in one quarter, they almost sold as many as they minted in an entire year. Wilkie also noted that some of those sales probably come from investors tracking precious metals. The price of silver has nearly doubled since of May last year, up to around $27 an ounce. And of course, of the last several months, we've encountered unprecedented demand for collectible coins, including American gold and silver Eagles. So American Eagle coins are some of the most popular gold and silver coins worldwide. I mean, it's the most recognizable coin worldwide. You can take an American Eagle any part of the world, and they might not know why it's valuable. They might not know the 1 ounce of silver inside of it's valuable, but they will know that that coin represents wealth. It represents value. Though they have been admired for their classic design since 1986, series are getting refreshed in 2021. As this is the first year in U.S. mint history that 2 differing versions of silver and gold Eagle coins are released. And that is going to be interesting. I'm curious if there's going to grow some collectible value on these. Or I'm curious if the older, the previous American Eagles with the normal design, those are going to grow collector value over time in the coming decades, because the new design, which is the new one coming, is going to be the new normal. So we are very excited to offer both gold and silver Eagles with refreshed designs. And I am too. I think that's a great thing for American Eagles. So anyways, this stuff is crazy. These numbers are insane. And like I said, like the first article, numbers don't lie. If you look at all of the evidence, it is blatantly obvious that silver is the best investment with the most potential and the most opportunity. And if you can't see that, then then you probably shouldn't be investing at all, because you cannot think rationally, or you're so covered in bias, or you're so close-minded that you just can't. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get how anyone who isn't investing into silver that knows this information can live with themselves. Imagine watching this video, reading all this information, hearing it, understanding it, and still holding off. You will be kicking yourself in the butt so hard once this starts to take off. You do not want to do that. The people that don't even know, they didn't even have a choice, so they probably wouldn't be too mad to be like, oh, I wish I would have heard about silver. Imagine the people that knew about this, knew about the explosive potential, and still didn't buy. That would be a terrible thing. That would be so much more worse. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. What do you think about this video? Make sure to like this video, comment, and share it, because this is stuff that needs to get out. This is one of the most impactful videos I've made in a while, and I'm really glad I found this information. And this is why you need to be subscribed, because I will keep you guys in the loop with stuff like this every day. As soon as something new comes out, I got y'all. It's what I do. It's what my channel is here for. This article is written today, June 1st. This article literally came out today, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. And look, I got y'all. It's already out. 3 hours later from me, I'm already posting it to you guys. I'm always going to give you guys the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date, recent information that you have to know. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. 2 links to these articles will be in the description. If you want to stack silver with style, AG47 apparel, lots of really, really clean stuff. I think you're going to look amazing in it. Great conversation starter. And how cool is it just have silver stacking merch? You know, how cool is it to have clothes for silver stackers? I just think that's so freaking cool. I put a lot of time and energy into this. So if you support it, slayersmerch.com, different colorways. I definitely think you guys will enjoy this stuff. And it will be a great conversation starter. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.